The Sony A7S III is probably my favorite camera and will probably always be my favorite camera because of this. It's 5 o'clock, going on a long run today, so I figured I would start that right now. 15 miles. Well, the run was good. It was definitely longer than I anticipated, but it was totally fine. I think the sickness, the jet lag, and I didn't have a ton of water, that all affected it. Overall, pretty good. While I was running, the question of like, why am I doing this, and like, this is kind of stupid, started to creep into my head. And doing this, I mean training for a marathon, which I'm like currently 4 weeks in or 5 weeks in or something like that. And I started thinking about like some of the whys, but then my mind wandered to videos. And when I first picked up a camera and I started doing stuff like this, I would ask myself like, why am I doing this? This is kind of stupid. And I started to feel a very, very sentimental attachment to one, making videos, but also the gear that I used to make the videos. Which sounds kind of weird, I realize that. I had this really bad headache. I didn't feel very good, and after running 15 miles, I figured that turns out it was just caffeine. What did you get?
I don't know if you could have heard me.
The Sony A7S III is probably my favorite camera and will probably always be my favorite camera because of this. When I started my official making videos on a regular basis and really started like my career as a filmmaker, shooting weddings and other client-based things and things for myself, I really started with this Sony camera. We had done some stuff previously with some Canon cameras, but we didn't really actually do all that much video work until we got this camera, and this has kind of been the main shooter for that up until like now, present day. And looking at other cameras, obviously eventually this camera is going to be outdated, but it's always going to have a special place in my heart because I'm sentimental for being my first official real video camera. I learned how to color grade on this camera, how to really talk to a camera on this camera, shoot things for other people on this camera. All of that was done with this camera. Because of that, I'm pretty attached to it, if you couldn't tell. Oh, attached to any piece of gear, like emotionally or... I ran past this on my run today, and I ran on this path right here, but I didn't know there was an actual path on the beach. I think whenever you're beginning something or you're starting something and you're really struggling, I think it's completely natural to feel attached to the thing or the person that you're struggling with. If you start learning something and you have this piece of gear, I think it's completely normal to feel indebted to that, because that's initially what got you into whatever you're doing. I'm not really sure what we're doing now. Yeah. You know, As much as I love training and increasing mileage and all that stuff, there's one thing that I'm not a fan of. These long runs, I've found that I'm really tired afterwards, like for the entire day. All that being said, I just got up from a nap and now it's dinner time. I think we're getting pizza though. From a pizza place that Savannah and I remember going to this place in high school. Also, there's this old boat behind you. It's pretty cool. There was a season in my life where I actually wanted to get a boat, but hey. It's not exactly the specialty pizza place, but it's still special nonetheless. Did you go to Mountain Mike's when you were in high school?
Yeah.
There was one right across the street from my high school that I went to, so that's what I did after like band practice and stuff. That sounds really nerdy, but that's... How was your pizza?
Good.
It's good? I got the pepperoni, and she got some chicken thing.
Barbecue.
Yeah. Here, I think that's a gated community. I tried running in there this morning, but there was a mean-looking guard that just kind of glared at me, so I felt like I shouldn't push my luck, and I just turned around and went that way.